let me make myself loud and clear to all the feminist women out there, especially the feminist women in the United States. Um, we are at the end of a 26,000 year cosmic cycle. We are all at the end of a 26,000 year cosmic cycle on the earth. And at the end of these cosmic cycles, the earth goes through a cleansing, a worldwide cleansing process. Right? And in that cleansing process, all of the humans who are not connected to the earth, connected to the cosmic frequency, right? The cosmic current, all humans who are disconnected from the natural cosmic order, they will be experiencing basically a series of plagues. All right. They're going to be experiencing huge losses, huge amounts of grief, and they're going to be experiencing just like I said, the only thing I can describe it as is just the plagues, man. They're coming to everyone who disconnected themselves from the natural order, all right, the order of the cosmos. Your time is up. You're finished, because at the end of this 26,000 year cycle on the earth, Atlantis, the order of Atlantis has to rise again. So in order for Atlantis to fully rise again, right, the earth has to cleanse out all of the people who have disconnected themselves from the natural order, from the natural cosmic order. All right. Now, why am I saying this? The human woman is the only species on earth that takes joy in killing their own offspring. The human woman, is generally the only species on the earth that takes joy in killing, murdering their own offspring. All right. And, this is part of the reason why most extraterrestrials, they view humans as primitive. And guess what? After about 10 years on this conscious shit, on this spiritual mission, this spiritual journey that I've been on for the past 10 years, I agree with the fucking extraterrestrials. That's right. You heard me. RFG agrees with the fucking extraterrestrials, because guess what? I got all the fucking evidence that proves that humans are a motherfucking primitive species. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay. And when you look at what's been going on, with these feminist minded women, they don't realize that their vessels have been hijacked by demonic forces, right? That come from the CERN portals, right? The CERN portals. And if they took the what, all right? If they took the what, all right, that also took away their organic DNA. All right. All right. So what we have on the earth is extreme amounts of hatred, right, for the male sex. That's why most of the laws that are put in place regarding marriage, divorce, child custody, child support, alimony, they're all geared to screw over the man. They're all geared to destroy the man. All right. All right. Even when you look at the media is anti-man. If it wasn't, we wouldn't have so many falsely accused men of rape. There wouldn't be so many false allegations of rape against men. You see what I'm saying? And men wouldn't have to go to prison before a thorough investigation was done regarding the rape. You see? But like I said, human women are the only species on the earth that take joy in murdering, killing their own offspring. All right. Now, I will say, the only time I would agree with abortion is if the baby is, growing in some kind of dysfunctional manner that becomes a threat to the mother's health. All right. That reason is one of the only reasons I think abortion should be allowed, as if the growth of the fetus threatens the life of the mother, or if the woman can forensically prove that she was raped. All right. And if they can forensically prove that the man, was guilty of the rape and a baby was produced from that, then I do believe the woman should have the right to get rid of it, only under those two circumstances. Period, point blank. Like I said, this right here, this is all cosmic. Everything that's going on right now, it's dealing with cosmic order. Cosmic order. This has to happen. All right. This is tied to the Kali energy. The demon goddess Kali has taken over the vessels of most of these women in America. All right. And what's happening now is the cosmic forces are destroying this Kali energy. You see, by taking away the woman's legal right to get an abortion in damn near over half of the United States. And I believe this is going to be in every single state very soon. All right. Now, if you're looking at this from a more mundane level, from a more mundane level, this was only passed because the Caucasian race, their birth rates are declining. All right. So the Caucasian race, their death rates are exceeding their birth rates. The Caucasian race, their death rates are exceeding their birth rates annually. Their annual death rate is exceeding their annual birth rate. All right. So when they ban abortion, right, this was done to give the Caucasian race a longer time to try to expand their population. All right. Because if a Caucasian woman can't get an abortion legally, all right, that's definitely going to help increase the Caucasian population in North America. All right. The United States specifically. You see, so this on a more mundane level, this was done to help increase the population of Caucasians. On a cosmic level, this is the beginning of the end of the matriarchy over this earth. Now, why do I say there's a matriarchy over the earth? Well, the entity that runs the corporate world, All right. In on earth, you have a natural world, and then you have a corporate world. The corporate world is an illusionary world that is ran by witches and warlocks and sorcerers. All right. And in the corporate world, you know, they basically enslave the minds of their citizens. All right. All right. So the corporate world is actually ran by a woman. The corporate world on this earth is ran by a queen. Her name is Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth rose to power in the late 1950s. And what do you know? Right after Queen Elizabeth rose to power, about 5 years after Queen Elizabeth rose to power, your feminist movement was enacted. All right. And the abortion, the legalized abortion was also put in motion after Queen Elizabeth rose to power. You see, and abortion was originally created to lower the population of melanated people around the world. Abortion was put in motion, all right, by the Zionists and Margaret Sanger, all right, and Queen Elizabeth, so they could lower the population of indigenous people on the earth. Now that the birth rates of the Caucasian race are declining, all right, they ban abortion, so Caucasian women won't have easy access to get an abortion now. So this was a desperation move done by the so-called elites to try to increase the population of Caucasians in the United States. All right. All right. But like I said, I don't like looking at things from a mundane level. I'm looking at this from a cosmic level. I'm looking at this from a cosmic level. All right. This is the divine energy of the nomos. All right. Destroying the Kali demon goddess energy that has been erected on this earth. All right. And I mean, just look at this. I mean, what other species takes joy in murdering and killing their own offspring? You see? And this is why melanated women were never meant to join the Caucasian woman's fight. Melanated women were never meant, biologically and metaphysically, melanated women were never meant to join the Caucasian woman's fight, because the Caucasian woman's fight is completely and utterly against nature, against natural and against cosmic order. And when you deal with neuromelanin, you're dealing with the substance that is cosmic order and natural order. All right? So, this is why a lot of melanated women, they may act like, everything in their life is going all good, but it's not. It's not. Deep down, they're hurting. And deep down, a lot of melanated women have low self-esteem because they got fucking brainwashed into believing that the Caucasian woman was superior and the Caucasian woman was the ideal image of beauty. You see what I'm saying? And melanated women also got fooled into believing that this bullshit was also the melanated woman's fight. And that's bullshit. That's a lie. What these women, what these Caucasian women are doing is completely against the natural order of the cosmos, right? And the natural order on earth. So what's happening is we have the cosmic forces. The cosmic forces are at play, and they are stripping these women who hold this demonic energy. They're stripping, the cosmic forces are stripping them of their power. All right. All right. They are going to bring destruction to Queen Elizabeth's empire, Queen Elizabeth's monarchy. Right. The forces of the cosmos are going to bring destruction to Queen Elizabeth's monarchy on the earth. And Atlantis will eventually rise again. But see, before it all has to happen through a process. So before Atlantis can rise again, all right, this matriarchy is going to fall. It's going to fall, folks, and we are witnessing the beginning stages of it. All right. First, they take away the woman's right to abortion. Then they're going to restrict what women can do with child support. They're going to pass laws where women can only receive child support on a card, on a special card, and on that card you can only purchase things that are meant for your child, your baby, your child, or your teenager. All right, plain and simple. Plain and simple. And they're also going to pass laws where women are not going to be able to receive alimony. All right. That's going to be next. And then, all right, to top it all off, they're going to take away pornographic material from OnlyFans. Mark my fucking words. So once again, pay attention. This is the beginning, folks. You better listen up. Especially you feminists out there. The first thing, how the cosmic forces are going to destroy your matriarchy, right? Right here, we have the end of abortion, legalized abortion, right? Then we're going to have the end of you abusing child support expenses to pay for your own expenses. And I believe that should be against the law. And eventually it is going to be against the law. And they're also, after that, they're going to take away alimony. You see what I'm saying? From a woman, unless they can prove that the woman was somehow responsible for the man getting the job that he had, or she was responsible for his business idea that became successful, which would be very rare. All right. But only under that circumstance would the woman be entitled to some kind of alimony, in my opinion. All right. So there's going to be huge restrictions on the woman's ability to get alimony as well. And to top it all off, all right, the eventually OnlyFans is going to ban pornographic material. And when all of this happens, you're going to see life return to the way it was in the motherfucking 1800s, man. You're going to see life return to the way it was in the 1800s and the early 1900s. Yep. That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed, especially after the economy collapses, after the economy crashes around 2024 to 2025, after the economy completely crashes and they say paper money can no longer be used. the feminist woman is going to have an option. She can either put a computer chip in her wrist, a computer chip in her brain, and be a slave to the new world order, or the woman is going to have to find a man who has his own land and has his own resources. You see, to be able to provide. I'm telling you, it's either the feminist woman is going to join the new world order and put a chip in her wrist and be tracked everywhere, and and be a slave to the one world order, or she's going to have to find a man who has his own property and has his own resources. All right, this is what this is leading to, but I'm going to play this video. Okay, I'm going to play this video. It's breaking down what's taking place with the Roe versus Wade. And it just goes to show you how fucking primitive the human race really is. I mean, especially when we look at the conscious state of the human woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the only species on the earth that celebrates the fact and actually abuses her right to kill her own baby. You see what I'm saying? Because let me make something very clear. Let me make something very clear. Only 1.5, in between 1% and 1.5% of abortions in America are done by women who are molested or raped. Only 1 to 1.5% of abortions conducted in the United States are done by women who got molested or raped. So what does that say? That says that 99% of abortions are done by women who think they're living in a porno. 99% of abortions done in the United States are done by promiscuous, irresponsible, entitled, spoiled, privileged women that think they're living in a porno. So, they take advantage and they manipulate, weak, desperate men, and they have unprotected sex with the desperate man. All right. And I guess according to the women, it feels better without a condom. So I guess, they think that they're living out a porno reality, and that's how they're living their life. They're having sex, unprotected sex with multiple different men on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. And these women are getting abortions, I believe, on basically shit in between every 2 to 3 months, it looks like. Folks, let's be honest. For a woman to take time out of her day to get together and to create posters and to travel and to spend money traveling to these locations to protest and to spend time, money, and energy on this, okay, for their right to murder their own children. This tells me that these women are living out they're living out their lives like life is a porno, and they're having unprotected sex on a weekly basis with different men, and they're getting abortions every few months. In my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I said, if a woman is going to put this much energy into this, she's definitely having multiple abortions a year, I would assume. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's really sad. But see, when you look at things from a cosmic perspective, any ability, any privilege or ability that you abuse for an extended period of time, at some point the cosmic forces will take that ability away from you. Any ability or right or privilege that you continuously abuse, eventually the cosmic forces will take that ability and that privilege away from you. And this is exactly what we are seeing in the United States right now.
Where do privacy and personal freedom begin, and where do they end? Questions that have framed an enduring divide in modern America. One many thought was settled nearly 50 years ago when the Supreme Court affirmed a constitutional right to an abortion. Today, the court answered that question again, this time on a 5-4 vote, taking away what was regarded as a fundamental right. Right now, new laws banning abortion are taking effect in several states, just hours after the court overturned the landmark Roe versus Wade decision, leaving it to states to decide whether abortion is legal. Justice Samuel Alito, in his opinion, writing Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. A draft of the decision leaked to the public weeks ago took away the suspense of the moment, but not the euphoria of victory for abortion opponents, nor the sting of defeat felt by abortion rights supporters. Here's the scene right now of crowds gathered outside the Supreme Court in protest and celebration. Our team ready to cover it all, starting with Pete Williams.
Outside the court, now ringed with a security fence, opponents of abortion rights cheered.
Complete and utter joy that it was finally overturned, but the determination, a steely determination, that the battle is not over.
Legal abortion on demand! Legal abortion on demand!
For others, it was what they were dreading ever since the court signaled in December it was likely to overturn Roe.
It feels like a betrayal. It feels like my country doesn't love me and appreciate my body as a woman.
The court overturned nearly 50 years of abortion precedents in a ruling that was a first. Never before has the court granted and then taken away a widely recognized constitutional right. The court voted 5-4 to overturn Roe. Chief Justice John Roberts said going that far wasn't necessary to uphold Mississippi's law banning abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. The court voted 6-3 to uphold that law. The majority opinion overturning Roe tracked closely with the version that leaked in May, touching off nationwide protests, including at the homes of some of the court's conservatives. Justice Samuel Alito's majority opinion said no right to abortion is protected by any constitutional provision. The Roe decision, he said, was egregiously wrong and deeply damaging.
Like Winston Churchill said, this is the end of the beginning. It's been a 50-year battle to protect unborn children. But we now have those battles in every state.
Unlike other court rulings based on a right to privacy, Alito said abortion is different because it involves a potential life. So he said the ruling does not undermine the rights to same-sex marriage or contraception, though Justice Clarence Thomas said the court should take another look at them too. The ruling does not make abortion illegal, but it's no longer a constitutional right, so that leaves the issue up to each state. It's likely to become illegal soon in about half the nation. Some states have already banned it as of tonight. The rest of the banned states are likely to follow in the coming weeks. Justice Brett Kavanaugh, in a controlling concurrence, said states that ban abortion cannot make it a crime for their residents to travel to a state where abortion is legal to get the procedure. In a joint dissent, Justices Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan said the court ruling means...
And let me just pause it right here just to let you guys know, eventually these laws will be permanent in all states. These laws will be permanent in all states because from the mundane, see, the mundane reason for these laws being passed is to help save and increase the population of Caucasian babies being born. The mundane reason for this law being passed is to help increase the population of Caucasian babies being born. All right? So, because of that, they are going to make these fucking laws mandatory in over 90% of the United States, folks. right? The only state that will probably, do the most illegal shit to keep abortion legal is definitely going to be obviously California, right? We all know California, man. Like that shit is straight up demonville. That shit is fucking demonville. So demonville, we know they're going to do whatever, no matter who they have to bribe, no matter who they have to murder behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers are, them motherfuckers kill babies. Shit. You know what I'm saying? When they're alive and fully breathing and active and healthy, man, they sacrifice children on the daily out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So we know that the only state that's going to maybe go to war to keep their abortion legal is going to be demonville, which is California. But the cosmic forces, they have something in store for California as well. And I've been speaking on this for at least, like 5 to 6 years. Like I said, you think that, I'm telling you, this is just the beginning, folks. This is just the beginning, right? You think shit is getting crazy now with the food prices going up, with the gas prices getting ready to hit $10 a gallon. Listen, by 2024, you're going to see $20 a gallon for gas. By 2024, gas is going to be in between $15 and $20 a goddamn gallon. Watch. You're going to see inflation through the roof until the entire economy fucking collapses. In 2024, they're going to declare paper money worthless. All right. Plain and simple. And there won't be an election in 2024 either. So, like I said, the feminist women, they lost their right to get a legal abortion. Eventually, it's going to be in 99 states. Most of these alimony laws are not going to be in their favor anymore. They won't be able to abuse child support money anymore. They won't be able to lie on a man with a rape charge and not be convicted by the court of law anymore. And they're more than likely, OnlyFans is going to ban their pornographic content. So when all of these things take place, you feminist women, the cosmos is going to force you to take up your natural role on the earth. I'm going to say that again, feminist women. The cosmic forces are going to force you to embrace your natural role on this earth. And if you don't take up your natural role on this earth, the New World Order is going to put a computer chip in your wrist or in your brain, and you'll just be a transhumanist slave for the rest of your life. All right, let's keep it going.
That from the very moment of fertilization, a woman has no rights to speak up. They say a state can force her to bring a pregnancy to term, even at the steepest personal and family cost.
People are going to be heading to the streets, both in the wake of this decision immediately and in the days and months to come, and making clear that the majority of people in the United States support abortion rights.
And Pete is joining us now from outside the Supreme Court. Pete, what's it been like out there today?
Well, this is the biggest crowd I've ever seen outside the Supreme Court after a decision. It's been building steadily all day, people celebrating and mourning the decisions. And while it does return the issue to the states, the dissenters say there's nothing in this ruling that would prevent Congress from banning abortion nationwide if it ever chose to. Lester?
All right, Pete, thank you. The ripple effect was immediate just after the decision. Some of those trigger laws already in effect. Some women unable to get abortion services planned for today. Blaine Alexander with more now from Mississippi.
outside the Mississippi clinic at the heart of today's Supreme Court decision.
We do abortion, and we're proud to do abortion.
Even though the days for that are now numbered, at the Jackson Women's Health Organization, the requests are only growing. In 10 days, because of the state's trigger law, Mississippi's only abortion clinic will shut down for good.
I will tell you that any patient that contacts us, we'll see them. We'll make sure we see them during that 10 days.
But in some states, change is already happening. Of the 13 trigger law states, abortion is now illegal, with a few exceptions in at least 5 of them following today's ruling, including Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, where, through tears, the Attorney General signed the certification late today.
Restoring to the state of Arkansas.
Once again, we have to use critical thinking. It's already been proven through Margaret Sanger's own words that abortion clinics were strategically placed in heavily melanated areas, all right, of certain cities because they wanted the melanated women to get the most abortions so they could perform, the population control on the melanated people of the Americas, all right? So if abortion was initially put up to restrict the population of melanated people, why the fuck are they banning abortion now? That is because when you look at the Caucasian birth rate and compare it to the Caucasian death rate, the Caucasian death rate is exceeding the Caucasian birth rate. So they're going to ban abortion in almost every state as a last attempt to help increase the population of Caucasians in the United States.
The authority to prohibit abortion.
In Wisconsin, Planned Parenthood immediately stopped abortions following today's ruling. The medical director had to break the news to patients already in the waiting room.
Today, I had to look people in the eye and turn them away when they were seeking abortions.
Across the country, emotional reaction on both sides.
My first reaction was rage.
This is an amazing victory.
And while some lawmakers celebrate the decision,
this is a profound change in the law in our country, and it will save millions of lives of unborn children.
Others?
My wife's in tears. My kids are incredibly distraught. My sister says, I thought the courts were there to protect our freedoms, not roll them back.
Back in Mississippi, today's ruling is a victory for Terry Herring.
My eyes just filled with tears.
And I like I said, I don't want to offend anybody, but it is what it is. I dedicated my life to this, to telling the cold, hard, raw, unfiltered truth, right? No matter what. So when we look at it from the aspect of no other species of female on the planet takes joy and pride in killing their own offspring, we have to now examine what's going on in the brains of the human women. We have to fully examine things. So from the looks of it, human life, or life itself, from a man's perspective and a woman's perspective, is completely different. All right? Because I don't see too many heterosexual men going out and protesting for their right to kill their pregnant woman's baby. How many heterosexual men do you see going out in the streets protesting to have a right to kill their wife's unborn baby? I mean, like I said, that's psychopathy. But when a woman does it, it's not psychopathy anymore according to the mainstream. But in my opinion, that is borderline psychopathic, sociopathic behavior. All right. So we now have to examine this, and it's very interesting that they assassinate Kevin Samuels before they do this ban. You know why? Because this ban would have gave Kevin Samuels even more power. this ban, you see, that was done, I believe, by cosmic forces at play. This would have gave Kevin Samuels even more power. All right. And I'm sorry, man, but from what I've seen from women on social media, from most women out here protesting, it looks like most of the religions were right, about what they said regarding women, and not women as a whole, but just the mentality, the mental state of the woman. All right. And from looking at this over time, I know for a fact that not only do men and women see the world differently, men and women have to view life itself differently. All right. Because I don't see any heterosexual men protesting for a right to kill unborn babies. Feel me? Now, yes, the fetus has to be housed and has to grow in the woman's womb. All right. But the woman chose to spread her legs and to allow the man to not only stick his penis in her unprotected, all right, she also allowed him to finish in her. All right. So in doing that, right, and especially when that happens multiple times in a month span, the woman is fully aware of the consequences, of the risks and the consequences. You see what I'm saying? So in my opinion, it's a form of sociopathic behavior, and just a huge lack of accountability and maturity. All right. And it's funny, they tell us that women mature faster than men. Women are 4 years more mature than men. They tried to push that garbage on us in elementary school. And man, you know what? I'm gonna make I could make a whole new video, a whole new lecture on that topic alone. Because there's no fucking way you're gonna sit here and tell me that a being who is controlled by their emotions and not by logic and practicality and reasoning, there's no way you're going to tell me that a being who is controlled by their mundane emotions is more mature than me. There's no way you're going to tell me that a being controlled by their mundane emotions is more mature than me. Okay, so this proves that, Disney and the movie industry and the mainstream miseducation system, they were all working together to turn men into simps, into weak beta male simps, and to literally worship women. You know what I'm saying? And the question I have is, where has that gotten society? Where has simping and worshiping women, where has that gotten us? Where has women leadership gotten the United States? Hundreds of millions of abortions, teen pregnancies, child runaways, homosexuals, lesbianism, gangbangers, murderers, career criminals. Those are all of the people that come out of single mother households. All of the people I just listed, they all come out of most of them come out of single mother households. So anybody who thinks that there's not a problem with that, all right, has serious issues. All right. All right. So like I said, everything that's going on now is the cosmic forces cleansing this earth of every person's psyche that is going against the natural order of things. Right now on this earth, if you are going against the natural cosmic order of life and balance, right, you are about to be hit with some serious energies, man. And if you're not prepared for them, you're going to be in a world of hurt. All right. So I'm just letting you guys know, especially you feminist women out there. All right. You know, I hate to break it to you, but your whole life, everything you were taught was a lie. All right. And I proved that with my YouTube channel, with my old YouTube channel that I had from 2014 to 2021. And that's why they banned me in 2021. Because I was literally proving that everything we were taught in this mainstream society, everything we were taught is a lie. All right. All right. So let's keep it going.
This is a day to rejoice.
She has spent nearly 30 years fighting to end abortion and says she's proud Mississippi played a role.
What does today mean for you?
You know, personally, we didn't know if this would happen in our lifetime, right? We've been advocating for a long time. So seeing this happen in my lifetime and knowing that we had the opportunity to be a part of that is, it means us being a part of changing history.
But for Tyler Hardin, who runs Planned Parenthood in the state,
you've gotten dozens of calls since this decision came down. Mm-hmm. Are women scared?
Yes, and to be honest, I'm scared as well.
The closest clinic, she says, will be in Florida, a 7-hour drive.
That means that people will have to find funds to travel. People will have to find funds to get hotel rooms, buy food.
Is that a feasible option?
So look at it from this perspective. So having sex with random men, having unprotected sex with random men on a monthly basis, is that important? Having unprotected sex with random men on a weekly, monthly basis, is that I guess it's that important to women that they'll travel, miles and miles to get the abortion after, they got ran through by 6-7 different dudes and got knocked up. Like I said, it's a joke. And you feminist women, I'm telling you, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning.
For them, it's not.
Blaine joins us now from Mississippi. And Blaine, I know one of the issues, particularly there, is the ability of people to travel out of state. It's particularly hard for many women.
That's right, Lester, especially here in Mississippi that has the highest poverty rate of any state in the country, especially among black women. That's a group that many fear will be most impacted by today's decision. Now, in speaking with activists on both sides, one place they agree a focus should be getting women the resources they need for a safe pregnancy and beyond. Lester.
Blaine Alexander, thank you. President Biden condemned today's decision, declaring that Roe will be on the ballot in this fall's midterm elections, while conservative Republicans applauded the ruling. Peter Alexander now with more from the White House.
A somber President Biden tonight declaring this a low moment for the nation's highest court.
It's a sad day for the court and for the country. Now with Roe.
See, when you see Biden say this, he was told by his puppet masters. He was told by his puppet masters to say this shit because he's in on the bullshit too. He's in on the conspiracy too. Because like I said, the only reason they passed this is so the Caucasian woman wouldn't be able to get that many abortions anymore, so they can help increase the Caucasian population in the United States. So you see, he's trying to act like, oh, he's going boo-hoo, he's sad and he's distraught and he can't believe the Supreme Court made that decision, and he's trying to act like, he's pro-abortion. But guess what? Deep down, he is pro-abortion only for melanated people. He is pro-abortion only for melanated people. You see? He doesn't want abortion for his so-called race, right? You guys better start thinking critically. You guys better start getting used to using your critical thinking skills.
Gone. Let's be very clear. The health and life of women in this nation are now at risk.
The White House, mindful of how personal this ruling is, inviting more than a dozen senior aides, all women, to witness the president calling the
he's doing that, like I said, because his puppet masters told him to do that. You know what I'm saying? So he can keep his supporters, his Democratic supporters. But like I said, this proves most of what the religions say about the psyche of the woman. It damn sure proves Kevin Samuels right. All right, that's why they had to assassinate him. Like I said, because this situation would have gave him even more power, and this just shows that men and women are not the same on a physical level, mental, and a metaphysical level, not the same, and like I said, this is the great cleansing. What you are witnessing is the great cleansing of everyone who is not on the natural cosmic track. Everyone who is not aligned with the natural cosmic order. You are about to catch holy hell if you don't get on track with the cosmic natural order of things, right? So let's, you know what? We could just stop this right here. I'm going to stop this shit right here. Okay. So yeah, me personally, the only time I believe the woman should have a right to get the abortion is if there is forensic biological proof that she was raped, and they have proof that the man did it, or if this is somehow threatening her life because of some way the fetus is growing abnormally. So if the fetus is growing abnormally in a way that is threatening the life of the woman, and that can be proven by a certified doctor or a certified nurse, you see what I'm saying? Then the woman would have the right to get rid of it. But in my opinion, those are the only reasons. Women have gotten so much power by female worship through hip hop and rap. Hollywood movies, TV shows, social media, that they literally think that they're in a living reality TV show / porno, and they can just hop from unprotected penis to unprotected penis to unprotected penis in a month span, and of course you're going to get impregnated eventually. And so these women I believe are getting multiple abortions a year. Think about it. If you're going to spend all this money, time, and energy to protest it, your right to murder your baby, this tells me you are getting ran through by men who aren't wearing condoms on a weekly, monthly basis, and you're getting abortions on I think at least 2 a year. You know what I'm saying? Said, this is pretty sick behavior, man. When a man decides he's not going to be in his child's life, what does society call that man? What does this matriarchal society call that man? They call the man a deadbeat, right? And the man could even have a damn good reason because of something, that the woman is holding over his head. You know what I'm saying? The woman could be fucking completely toxic, and she could have even trapped him in that situation. See what I'm saying? But if the man doesn't want to be in his child's life, the man is called a deadbeat. When a woman hops from unprotected penis to unprotected penis to unprotected penis and ends up getting pregnant because she thinks life is a porno, and she wants to, murder the child, all right? She's celebrated. The woman is celebrated. Think about the lunacy. Guys, you got to look at the fucking lunacy. You got to see that we are living in a fucking mental asylum. All right? Everything is upside down in this society. What's right is wrong. What's wrong is right. What's good is bad. What's bad is good. You know what I'm saying? And the cosmic forces are about to set shit right. All right? And this is why I'm telling you, feminist women, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Right? You're not gonna be able to abuse child support money anymore. Very soon. You're not gonna be able to get nearly as much alimony as you were once able to. And if you falsely accuse a man of rape, you're going to be in prison just as long as that man would be if he was found guilty. So once again, if you falsely accuse a man of rape and that gets proven that you lied, you're going to spend the same amount of time in prison that man would have spent in prison. Okay? And I'm telling you, you better get ready, because all of these things are getting ready to fall into place. So I'm telling you, this is a very, very strong warning, very, very good warning. You better snap out of it and get back into reality. All right? Life is not a porno. Right? Life is not a reality TV show porno. All right? When you bring another soul into this dimension, you are now karmically tied to that soul. Soon as the fetus has a heartbeat, it has a soul. Soon as the fetus has a heartbeat, the goddamn fetus has a soul, because the fucking heart chakra is the goddamn consciousness of the soul. It is the heart chakra. So soon as that fetus has a heartbeat, you are karmically tied to that soul. Okay? All right. So just be aware of that. And if you think this is something, just wait until the earthquakes start coming, and then the hurricanes. Just wait till you see what the hurricanes and the earthquakes are looking like this summer. Just wait. All right. And this is more proof. The Caucasian race, right? Lower birth rates and more deaths. This is the only reason, on a mundane level, this is the mundane reason why abortion is being banned. The cosmic reason is the Kali energy on the earth is about to be destroyed. The matriarchal Kali energy is about to be destroyed on the earth to bring balance. All right? All right? Life is about to return to the way it was in the 1800s and the early 1900s. All right? You feminist women out there, you're going to be given a choice when the stock market crashes and the global government says, we're not using paper money anymore because we don't want to take a risk of spreading the new virus. So we can't have any money or coins anymore. Everything has to be digital. Everything has to be digital. You see? So you're going to have to put this computer chip in your wrist or this computer chip in your brain, and all of the digital cryptocurrency is going to be on the chip. But the government's going to be able to track you and monitor you everywhere you go and everything you do through that goddamn chip. You see, and that's how you're going to be living in the one world order society. If you don't want to, live with a man who owns property and natural resources. If you don't want to take up your natural role on the earth and pair bond with a man that has his own land, has his own property, has his own resources, you see, you're going to be thrown out to the wolves, and you're going to be merged with artificial technology. All right, that's what's going to happen to you feminists out there. All right, and also the earth is going through a pole shift. I proved that on my Instagram. Go to my Instagram. I took a video of the sun. The sun was in the middle of the sky during 5 p.m. At 5 o'clock p.m., the sun in Texas was in the direct center of the sky like it was noon. The only time the sun is supposed to be in the direct center of the sky is during noon, 12 p.m. So at 5 p.m., the sun was in the center of the Texas sky a few days ago. That means the Earth's spin is slowing down, okay, which is making the days longer. Because during 5 p.m., the sun is supposed to be in the western part of the sky. During 5 p.m., the sun is supposed to be in the western part of the sky, no matter where you are in the northern hemisphere. Most of the northern hemisphere. At 5 p.m., the sun is supposed to be in the western part of the sky, not in the center of the sky. So that proves either one of two things: the Earth's spin is slowing down, or we're hitting a pole shift. All right. Atlantis is going to rise again. All right. We're hitting the pole shift. You're going to see massive earthquakes. You're going to see massive volcanoes erupt. You're going to see sinkholes sink complete towns and cities in. You're going to see giant insects eat people in the sinkholes. You're going to see solar flares that wipe out energy grids across the world. You're going to see tidal waves and hurricanes of magnitudes that, has never been recorded in human history before. We're going to see it all. And they showed you what's going to happen in movies like the Day After Tomorrow. They showed you what's going to happen in The Day After Tomorrow. They showed you what's going to happen in the movie 2012. They showed you what the moon's purpose really is in the movie Moonfall. And they showed you what the moon's purpose really is in the movie Soul, in the Disney movie called Soul. All right. They told you the moon is an artificial space station, man. So, I mean, this is it. This is it. We are at the end of a 26,000 year cycle, and everything that is not natural to this planet's order is going to be eradicated. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So that's all I had to say on this topic. This is my take on the Roe versus Wade, decision. I hope I was able to answer everyone's questions regarding this topic. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. All right. To the Patreons out there, I appreciate every last one of you guys. I would not be able to do what I do on a consistent basis if it wasn't for every one of you. All right. Shout out to all the YouTube subscribers. I'm going to be making much more consistent videos very soon. All right. For all the YouTube subscribers, you can like, share, and subscribe. All right. Please stay safe out there. It's the Chosen One. I'm out.